Hi, Gemini. How are you guys doing? Hey, see what it's in the at the bottom. I just took a peek now and I see caring connections, guys. When I was pre-shuffling or shuffling before, I turned on the camera, that, popped out and I put it right back in and, shuffled some more and it's at the bottom right now. So guys, thank you so much for purchasing your extended reading. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much for all your loving support and for all the encouragement that you guys have been giving me on this journey. Gemini, so interestingly, you all's energy wanted me to use 2 decks instead of 1. I guess you guys are this twin thing. You all are serious about it. So we're going to be pulling 2 and they're telling me you pull 1 and then the next one, and this is going to be crazy. I've been using just 1 deck for each zodiac sign, but no, Gemini wants 2. Not only do they want 2, they want me to pull it in, alternate between one and the other for the 12 houses that we're going to be reading for, guys. All right, carry over from your monthly reading into this reading is Spirit telling you, trust that there is a divine plan. All right, there is a direction that you were supposed to be moving or that you're moving. That Spirit is like, don't be scared. Walk that path like you're sure of where you're going. The destination might not be very clear to you. You may not be able to see the other side of the mountain or the hill or whatever, but be assured that you will get to your destination. Okay, so that looked like it's the overarching energy that carried over from your monthly reading, into this extended reading. And I still have all your cards laid out here so that so that we're not confused, because there was a little bit of confused energy that I was feeling when I was doing yours reading that I definitely don't want to carry into the extended. So Gemini, let's see what this is all about for you guys. So let's look at your first house, which usually signifies Aries, which is a house of yourself, self-worth, how you see yourself. All right, how you perceive yourself, your appearance to the world. Okay, it also talks about your physical look, your persona. It's how would Gemini describe themselves if they gave you a paper and a pen to write? That's your first house. Okay, so here it's talking about angel of love. So it's just telling me that you love yourself. You're taking care of yourself, your needs at this time. You feel love in your auric field. You're feeling love and you're feeling loved. Okay, so you're loving yourself, you're loving the energy that you're exuding. I feel some energy around self-confidence that looks like you are giving out. Okay, so actually I think you're in a place of love, and I'm not surprised because we saw that caring connection. So you might have somebody in your energy who's exchanging their love with you, because we picked up 3 soulmates energy, And look at that. As soon as I said that, Gemini, look at what came out. 2 of Cups. It's a repeat card that carried over from your monthly into your extended. So you have 2 cards here still talking about soulmates. So when it comes to your first house, how you perceive yourself, that you're feeling loved, you're enjoying this love, that you found the one. All right, it's like you have this feeling that yes, I know I found the one, but that doubt needs to go, because you need to understand that whatever is going on in your life at this time is being orchestrated by the divine, because here it says trust there is a divine plan. Now, you only have to think positive thoughts, good thoughts, for positive things to manifest in your life. All right. If we keep dwelling in the energy of fear, that's what we put out to the universe. And what that brings back will not be good. Okay. So you all need to figure a way out to balance the dualistic energy. And I'm sure you're used to it, because being Gemini, you're used to trying your hardest or your best to balance your energy. Okay. So let's look at your second house. All right, I want to make sure that I'm alternating the cards just the way your spirit guides want me to. So we're pulling this one. So the second house, my goodness. They want us to take 2 cards. What the heck? Your dualistic nature Keeps coming through. Now we have two cards. I've only pulled one for every other zodiac sign. All right, so your second house talks about, what you value, your material possession, like money, things that you consider valuable to you, what you consider to signify your self-worth or your sense of self-worthiness, all right, or your possession, or even your work that makes you proud, all right? So when it comes to that area of your life, the two cards that we have here, we have ascending the mountain. It says keep going forward. So which means you're also on track in that aspect, okay? So it says choosing your path. It says all is possible. So it looks like whatever energy around, this being the divine plan, the divine is also orchestrating your financials, and it looks like this choice that you are making or you have made in love will ultimately flow over to your financial well-being, okay? So because I feel like when you feel grounded and you feel okay or good in your love life, it's very easy for that energy to translate into your material world, okay? Once you feel like you have love, what else do you need? You feel rich, you feel complete, you feel like you're happy, and that's the energy that the divine wants you to embody, okay? So it just tells you, keep going on that path, keep ascending that mountain. And remember what I said earlier on about, keep, even though you can't see the mountain here, and I think it's, weird that we're seeing, reference to mountain again. So Spirit is just telling you, keep going on your path, all right? Keep going forward. Don't look back. So if you see, it's still the same man, all right? This man on a journey. He has his staff here. He has his staff here. He's still heading on. He's not allowing himself to be derailed. You don't have to look back. Keep looking back, like this energy of the one of scrolls, of a man trying to get on a train and he's looking back. So Spirit's like, don't look back, keep going. If you look back, Gemini, you might turn into a bag of salt, like Lot's wife in the Bible. So you don't want to look back. Keep going, because the divine is like, choose your path and stick with it. Do we need any clarifier? Or are we good, Spirit? With that, second house, asking Gemini to choose their path. Now we have two cards pop out. This is crazy, Gemini. You guys have two cards explaining the two cards, okay? Actually, it's three. Okay. So there's victory ahead. This is the 6 of Wands, and it talks about victory, all right? It talks about somebody being on the spotlight. Look at this man, and this is the After Tarot deck that I'm using. And in a regular, Rider-Waite depiction of the 6 of Wands, there usually is no woman there, but here, if you see, there's a woman here. So this is like something that is supposed to happen after. That's why it's called the After Tarot, all right? So there's a woman who is finally putting a crown on, a man putting a crown on a woman's head. So you finally choosing your path, choosing your soulmate, and riding ahead to victory, okay? And I see maybe somebody who's been all up in their head, who may have taken a while to make a decision, because then you have the 4 of Swords, which is indicative of somebody who's taking time out. And the woman has been standing patiently waiting for this man to wake up and get up, and she has this flower in her hand, like, come on, honey, take this, let's go down this road, walk me down the aisle, commit yourself. If this has to do with a job, maybe there's a job that took you a while before you made that decision, before you found it or before you got it. And that maybe, asking yourself, am I going in the right direction? But it looks like whatever this is something that you have put in a lot of work, all right? This is the 7 of Pentacles. So it tells me right there, you've put in a lot of hard work into whatever this is, all right? And since it has to do with your finances, it looks like, with 7 of Pentacles energy, when you plant something, all you need to do is walking away, because he's planted his seeds. He's going to go now, stand back and take a look back and review everything and make sure that everything is in its proper place, and keep, watering and nurturing this thing until it grows, all right, into something tangible when it comes to your finances, all right? So let's dive into your third house. Now, Gemini, that is your natural home, the third house. It's all about communication, information exchange. It's also about your early childhood. It talks about your relationships with your siblings and your learning ability, your style of learning. All right. So let's alternate the card. This is going to be interesting. So, Holy Spirit, what is the message for the third house for Gemini, for their home? Okay. Gemini, there's something here that tells you patience. Coming right after the Seven of Pentacles, I think is very, very, explanatory. And Spirit telling you be patient. When you planted this thing, just leave it alone and just watch it, grow, watch it blossom. All right. When it comes to your house of communication, even your siblings, or the way you're exchanging information, with regards to this whole situation, I feel like you're on the right track. You're doing the right thing. You're not saying too much. You're not saying too little. I think whatever it is, and I'm also picking up energy of you needing to be patient with somebody, because I feel like there's something that is also making you question yourself and considering all the options that you feel like you have, and questioning the decisions you're making and looking back instead of going forward. Whatever it is might have to do with your communication, and Spirit telling you, be patient, okay? Be patient. It will all work out. It will all come together. Is there any clarifier, Holy Spirit, for the third house, for Gemini? All right. So you have the Magician, which says you can make anything happen. You have all the tools in your power, in your energy to make this happen, all right, to materialize this. This is one of the most powerful cards in the tarot deck. It just tells you you have the ability to make this happen. You just need to work with patience. The Magician is a very patient person. He's an alchemist. When you mix this and mix that, you have to wait and see the reaction. If it doesn't work, you have to go back to the drawing board and remix your portion or whatever. Figure out the potency level of what you're trying to manifest as the Magician. Okay. So moving on to your fourth house. Your fourth house is the house of your foundation, your roots, your family life, your home life. It's all about your sense of security at home. And it can also talk about your mother, or your sense of your ability to nurture, all right, or be nurtured, okay? And there you have uncovering treasure. It says beneath the surface lies great bounty. All right? This is like, what will I even call it now? There's a word they're trying to give me. All right, I'm not getting it. So, but what this is saying is you will uncover a lot of truth when you commit to this stable home foundation of yours that the universe is pushing you to align yourself towards, okay? It looks like there's great bounty in that area for you, all right? I don't see anything alarming. It looks like you have the Chariot energy, which talks about forward movements. It talks about victory. Also, it talks about you being able to get to your destination. It just tells you find a way to balance that duality of yours that you have, Gemini, the dark and light side of yourself. Make sure you're in alignment, because with the Chariot, the rider of this two, the Chariot with the Sphinx, the two Sphinx. I don't think they call it Sphinxes. I think the two Sphinx, because that's what this thing is. All right. So it will need a lot of precision, all right, in order to get two of them to be focused and work together. So there will be a lot of collaboration, working together with somebody, and you're going to need a lot of patience to be able to work with somebody, okay? Because we picked that energy earlier on about you needing to be patient, Gemini. Now, moving to your fifth house, which is the house of creativity, how you express yourself in terms of how you have fun. And, it also talks about children. It's the house of children, as well as how you like to interact with people, all right? And how you like to create things around your self-expression. It's just saying something here about the sixth chakra, all right? Archangel Metatron. So it looks like Archangel Metatron is trying to make himself known in this reading. So what they're trying to tell you is figure a way to balance your sixth chakra. And your sixth chakra, that would be, let me see, your isn't that your third eye chakra. So your sixth chakra, because I know you have the roots, the sacral, the solar plexus, the heart, the throat, then you have the third eye. Okay, so this is the third eye chakra, like right here, and it's indicates it is usually indicated by the color blue. So some of you may need to incorporate the color, this color into your daily color. All right, but there's something telling you, you know, to make sure that you are open to receiving guidance from the Holy Spirit, okay? Because when you have a blocked third eye, it's just saying maybe you're lacking imagination or vision or, you know, concentration or clouded intuition, and you cannot see the bigger picture. It's just Spirit's way of telling you, you know, if your third eye chakra is unblocked, you will be able to see a bigger, you know, picture of this whole thing. Because look at how I laid everything out on the table. It's just to show you a bigger picture of all this. All right. And avoid distorted vision or being delusionary, especially with the option, you know, energy here of the Seven of Cups, and avoid, you know, distorted imagination or the misuse of your imagination or overly being reliant on logic and intellect. Because, hey, you're Gemini, you're very logical, you're all about intellect and the use of your intellect. So that also might be blocking you from seeing the bigger picture of how this whole thing is supposed to pan out or unfold in your life. Okay? I think that's very self-explanatory. So let's dive right in and keep moving to I think we're moving to your sixth house. The sixth house is the house of routine, is the house of your work life, your day-to-day life, how you schedule your day-to-day, what time you wake up and go to work, and just your day-to-day routine. It also talks about how you organize yourself, how you structure your life, as well as your health and your wellness. All right. So let's see what energy we're going to be pulling with regards to the Holy Spirit. What is the message for Gemini? Oh my goodness, we can't be taking 20,000 cards. Come on. I guess we will take them because Spirit wants us to take them all. So we will for Gemini, you guys, I'll do anything for you guys. You guys are awesome. Thanks for, purchasing this extended reading. So anyway, when it comes to your sixth house, it's saying view from above. It's still talking about seeing the bigger picture of something. And, ironically, it says big picture here. Get the big picture. Look at this spread and see the bigger picture. And I knew there was a reason why they wanted me to leave this like this into your extended reading. I haven't done this for any other sign. All right. Every other sign, I haven't had anything on my table like this. I had to lay it. And when I was trying to pick them up, Spirit was like, no, leave it alone. So I guess they were trying to maybe let you guys understand that you need to see something from above. All right. Maybe when you see it laid down like this, maybe it will make more sense to you. Okay. Because you're that intellectual. All right. You can be analytical. Maybe this will help you make that analysis that you need. Maybe make you understand it further, that Spirit has got your back and you're in the right direction. Okay. There's something here that says, take that voyage of the heart, commit to something. It says love flows through you and to you. Once you decide to, take this step, I think you will unlock that power of love. Look at this woman glowing. Love is a beautiful thing, isn't it? It looks like this is really a fantastic reading, Gemini. It looks like you guys have love in your energy. We have 4 cards here alluding to a soulmate. All right. And then we have 1, 2, 3 cards, 4, 5, 6, 7, a lot of cards talking about confusion. But here it says step into your power. It says you're strong beyond measure. Even with regards to your routine and your day-to-day life, how it's organized or how it will pan out as this whole thing begins to unfold in your life. Okay, so the next house we're looking at, it will be your seventh house, which is your interpersonal relationship, your one-on-one relationship with some, people in your environment. It's also your house of marriage. It talks about the way you share your money with people and the way you connect with other people. All right. It talks about your partnership and the way you collaborate with people in your energy or your environment. Okay. It's basically the house of relationship. So what is the message for Gemini in their area, of relationship, in that house of relationship, spirit? So Spirit is telling you again, Gemini, make that decision, stick with it, stay focused. There's door to personal healing and happiness. This is self-explanatory. I mean, your reading is so clear. It probably does not need clarifiers. It's so straightforward. I do appreciate you guys' exchange of energy. All right. Your energy is just coming across so clearly to me. I'm not, like in the beginning with the reading that I did on, before we, that took you to the extended. Of course, you guys saw me a little bit, confused because this is the first time I'm doing a reading for Gemini, and you all's energy came across to me as a very confused. It shook me like out of place, out of balance. Like it took me a minute to get into your energy. All right. But I do know because of that twin energy, you guys always have a way to balance it out in the end. And I feel a little balance right now. Okay. So moving on to your 8th house, which is the scorpionic energy. All right. Which talks about, your house of energy and business and death and rebirth and transformation. And it talks about sex. It talks about the shadow side of yourself. It talks about your ability to connect with, deep occultic mysteries, or your psychic abilities, or your ability to absorb esoteric information or knowledge. It's all about mysticism. It's all about deep knowledge. All right. It's also all about other people's money and how you manage other people's money, or how you mingle your money with other people. All right. So let's see what energy we're going to pick up there. I'm sure there won't be any problem commingling your money with whoever this is. All right. But of course, there'll be a lot of transformation, because we all need that, endings of things and transformation to happen in our life to continue to grow as human beings. All right. It says reaching your destination. So I think this came out for Taurus. In case you're dealing with somebody who is a Taurus or who has a very strong placement of Taurus. I mean, you guys, it's a totally opposite reading from your reading, guys. If you can, go watch it. It's totally opposite. The energy was so heavy. It was ridiculous. It wiped me out. But here, you guys' energy is so light and fun. And here, they're taking me back to the playfulness. There's something cheerful about this connection. There's a playful energy that I also feel. And it's just saying your light is shining brightly. Even in that area of transformation, in your area of receptivity to your psychic abilities, or receiving your downloads from spirit, or connecting with your higher self, or, because, we got that energy about the third eye, chakra. All right. And telling you, to look at the bigger picture, and also telling you your light is shining brightly. Moving on to your 9th house, which is the house of expansion. It is that seeker energy that you have within you. Is your need or your desire for exploration, to acquire higher education, higher learning. It's also about the spirituality and how you go about it, and religion. Okay, for people, that's what that 9th house normally stands for or refers to. So what is this message for Gemini with regards to their 9th house? Okay. I don't know if we're taking this. My goodness. All right. So when it comes to that area of you being receptive to spiritual knowledge or religion, or maybe expanding your mind, or even traveling, because that's also the house of travel for some of you. There's a reference here to third eye chakra, and the archangel Shamuel has decided to show up in your reading. So basically, your third chakra is the solar plexus chakra, and when it is blocked, it just will indicate lack of confidence, which I'm not surprised. It also talks about difficulty manifesting desires and your lack of self-esteem. And it can also talk about misuse of power or somebody needing to be dominant in a situation or over-reliant on willpower and somebody feeling, ashamed in a particular situation. So, and I'm not surprised considering that you guys have that indecisive, or you've had that indecisive energy throughout your reading, spilling into this extended reading, and this, archangel showing up telling you, listen, you have to figure out a way to unblock your solar plexus chakra, your third chakra, okay? Make sure you work on your self-confidence. So I'm picking up, and as I'm talking to you, I feel some kind of heavy energy in my stomach area, my solar plexus area. I'm feeling that energy for some of you. Like, I feel like that's the reason why there is this dibble-dabble kind of energy and indecisive energy. Your solar plexus chakra would need clearing, all right? You can go on the internet and Google how to clear your solar plexus chakra, or you can look for a Reiki healer, Reiki practitioner. I am also a long distance Reiki practitioner. If I can send you long distance, Reiki healing by appointment only. If you send me an email, I can do that for you. But in case you really want to go visit a Reiki practitioner, they can touch you. It doesn't matter. Reiki works by air. So whether or not the person is there, you will get your healing. Okay. So, but something is telling you there's storm warning here. So this is the only card that is, negative in this reading. And it's not really negative. It's just drawing your attention to, your third chakra, that it's blocked. There is warning there. So because of that lack of self-esteem and that lack of confidence, it might cause problem for you. So you want to take care of that as soon as you can. All right. So it doesn't cause any blockage or blockages for you. Now, moving on to your 11th house, Gemini. Your 11th house talks about, your vision and your sense of service to the world, to the community, how you interact with the community at large. It talks about your interaction with your friends, how you function within a group. They keep trying to bring your cards in threes. How you function within a group setting, how you network. It can also talk about technology, or the use of technology for communication. All right, you guys are all about communication, right? It says something about being fogged in here. It says, go slow, take time. Take your time. When it comes to the involvement of the public, your social circle, the clubs, just networking with people, just go slow there. All right. Maybe it's telling you you don't need heavy involvement of other people aside from this beautiful love that you guys have. All right. And it's talking about rainbow blessings. Also says blessings are showering your life. So what it's telling me right here is that, it's okay because this is a time of blessings for you. Maybe you need to go slow when it comes to, involving a lot of people into your business. All right. Because according to the universe, it's a wondrous universe and you need to walk in beauty. This beauty, I see a lot of rainbows in your readings. It's such a beautiful reading, Gemini. All right. The final house is your 12th house, and it's the Piscean house. It's all about your spirituality. It's all about mysticism. It's about your dreams and your vision and, unseen things or things that are hidden, even hidden enemies. It's also about you being able to use your intuition and also uncovering of secrets as well as higher dimension things. Sometimes it can talk about fantasies and illusion and, when somebody wants to be all up in their head. It can also allude to addiction, to drugs and drinking and alcohol, but we'll see what energy we're picking up there for you guys. There's appreciation because it looks like you guys, are able to tap into your intuition. We got that magician energy and it's just telling me you guys are able to tap into your intuition. The only thing I see is paying attention to your third eye chakra, which is your connectivity to the spiritual realm, to the ethers, to your higher self. You want to make sure that it's unblocked, so that so that you're able to connect and receive the best messages or downloads that spirit will be giving you. But whatever the case, spirit is saying appreciation, which means, it looks like you have that connectivity because, like I said, you had that magician energy present itself, which is a wonderful, wonderful energy. All right. Gemini, I think this was a really good reading for you guys. Like, I want to say thank you guys again for purchasing this extended reading and for helping me build this channel. All this will go back into purchasing cards. I'm trying to get some new decks that I can use for specific your zodiac readings. I think I have linked to my wish list on Amazon. If you feel like, you're touched by spirit to go order a deck and send to me, any deck that you would like for me to use, just order it. I'll remember to give you a shout out when I do use that deck. Okay. All right, Gemini. See you all next time for another monthly reading. This is Healing Hands. I hope this provided you with the clarity that you need to know that you are on the right path. Okay. You are on track. You are not off track, okay? You are on track. Okay, Gemini. Bye-bye, guys.